us sticking around and being persistent. They're afraid of you being together and united. If you guys get divided and people start saying, well, this group should be here, this group shouldn't be here, everyone that is here today, everyone that has shown up, no matter what you look like, no matter what you stand for, if you're here for other people, we're family. We're in this together. And so we need, I still get nervous. Thanks for clapping. Thank you. But that's the thing, is that people are afraid if you stick around for a long time. If 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, 2 months from now, 2 years from now, you lose interest, that's when racism wins. And so you need to know that there's, the thing is that there are good cops, there are bad cops, but it's bigger than people, it's time. A lot of, like when I ran the campaign for, I miss those days. But when I ran the campaign for my friend who was running for office, where other people won is that they went to the boring county meetings. They went to the boring city meetings. They would sit in 2 to 3 hour meetings. There are people who were in the community for 10, 20 years that went to meetings that no one wanted to go to. And I heard someone in the back ask, well, how can we fight? How can we get involved? I encourage you, one of the best ways you can fight is to show up at meetings that other people don't want to show up to. The majority of politics is won by people. It's a small minority, but they show up time and time again at city meetings, neighborhood meetings, neighborhood councils. They run for it. And I was saying this behind the scenes to some of the organizers here and some people here, is that honestly, where I think the big win is when people in this crowd become the next police chief. When people in this crowd become officers. When people in this crowd become city council members and mayors and sit on review boards. It's boring. I've sat in those meetings. It is annoying. It is not fun, but that's where you're going to win. How many of you guys are registered to vote? Can you raise your hands? This is where we win. If every single one of you that raised your hand goes and gets your family members to go vote, your neighborhoods to go vote, knock on doors, it is the boring and hard and long work that wins. And so this is what I'm saying, there's a lot of ways you can protest. Who am I to tell someone how they can and cannot express their anger? The anger is real. It is real, and it's, how many of the other minorities are here today? Hispanics, Asians, there's a lot of racial and frustration. There's a lot of racial anger in this country from all different sides. But it's all of us standing together. It's all of us showing up and doing the boring and hard work. If we burn out this week, if you show up every night and you yell and things get destroyed, but we lose momentum, we lose. We need to keep momentum. I'd rather everyone get a good night's rest and 5 months from now show up at the polls and it be the best turnout election there ever was. We lost 4 years ago on low turnout numbers. We need to show up, please. Whatever you do, keep showing up. Show up together, show up peacefully, show up together, but show up. We have to show up. Thank you.